أهلا بيكم في برنامجكم الحياة مواقف، وحلقة النهاردة مميزة جدا لأن ضيفة حلقتنا هي من أهم الكوادر العربية الناجحة في كندا، وهي أول امرأة عربية ومصرية تحصل على منصب عمده المدينة، وهي أول من لقبت بالملكة، وهي صاحبة أحلى ابتسامة. وضيفة حلقتنا هي مدام دورين أسعد. أحب أرحب بحضرتك مدام دورين وأهلا بيكي.
أهلا بيك، ميرسي.
Firstly, I'm so happy to having you with us today. So please, if you are able to introduce yourself for our viewers عشان يعرفوا مين هي دورين أسعد وإنت هاجرتي لكندا وإيه هو الإديوكيشن بتاعك؟
Okay, thank you first of all, Noor, for the invitation for me to participate in this episode of CTV. It's really an honor for me and a privilege to be able to speak to you and to your viewers. I'm truly touched by the invitation. So معلش أنا هكلمك عربي وإنجليزي بس العربي بتاعي مكسر شوية. أنا اسمي دورين أسعد، أنا مولودة هنا في كندا وعشت هنا طول حياتي، بس كنت بزور مصر كل صيف. فعائلتي كانوا بيجوا ياخدوني وبعدين اروح ازور العيله هناك، فكنت بقضي وقت يعني عيله مامتي من اسكندريه، عيله بابايا من القاهره، فكنت بزور واروح اشوف كل الجمال بتاعت مصر. طبعا حبيتها قوي and it was something that for me is part of my most privileged memories and I can't describe to you how much هي وحشاني مصر. And my parents immigrated هنا in the 70s. And they went through what most of your viewers probably deal with as new immigrants when they come to Canada. It's quite a change, it's quite a transition. وهم كانوا بيحكوا لي إن أول سنة بتبقى أصعب سنة، الواحد بقى قاعد يحلم بمصر وعاوز يرجع. بتبقى very 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 big change. بس أنا second generation. فاتولدت هنا وبعدين I got to benefit from the best of both worlds. And I studied in applied mathematics and computer science at the University of Montreal.
Okay.
I did not continue to get a master's or a PhD like my parents did. مامتي كانت عندها I think ماجستير في هندسة وبابايا كان دكتوراه في مش عارفة في political science. But they both inspired me in all of my choices. And I guess my professional, personal and community experience led me to get involved in politics, and I was elected mayor 3 and some years ago.
Okay, it's perfect. Can you tell us since when you started to join the political part? Okay,
so when did politics become a part of my life? And I would tell you, initially it wasn't something كانت في بالي. I didn't think I would end up being involved in politics. But I see now, years later, that the choices my parents made, the way we had discussions around the table, it led me to always have a fascination for what public life could be. And most people, when they ask me, should I go into politics, at least develop your expertise first, and then when you want to contribute that expertise into society, it can lead you to a life in politics. But no one necessarily should go studying thinking, I'm going to be a politician. So what happens is I had my professional career. I got married, graduated, got married, had my kids, worked in my professional career. But because I was involved in community efforts, I found myself getting recruited in 2009 to participate in politics within the municipal life. So I did what we call, I don't know what the word is in English or in Arabic, it's called an investiture, kind of like a bi-party vote within the political party to be able to run within a political party. And that's what I did in 2009. And I didn't actually succeed in the investiture.
Okay.
But because I did such a good job, the person that was running for mayor at the time ended up telling me, Doreen, حبيناكي. حبينا طريقتك، حبينا الانجيجمنت بتاعتك واشتغلتي جامد قوي. So قالوا لي ما جالكيش الديستريكت اللي انت كنتي عاوزاها، بس عاوزين offer you another district and you can run with us within the campaign. So عارفة sometimes you embark in an adventure, you don't know if it's going to give you the result that you want.
Yeah.
And it didn't get what I wanted initially, بس فتحت باب تاني. So I found myself running in 2009 in that election and getting elected as a city councillor, which I did for 2 4-year mandates. So I was 8 years city councillor before I decided to build something myself, to create a political party of my own,
Okay.
and run as mayor, for the mayorship, which I won 8 years later. This is my first mandate as mayor.
Okay, it's perfect. طيب, did you ever expected إن أنت هتنجحي يعني في to become mayor?
It's a loaded question. عارفة نور عشان most people بيقولوا طبعا I had no doubt it was gonna happen. بس أنا في مخي I don't know if it's because we're women or what, but sometimes we try to be so humble. We don't know, we tell ourselves, can I do it? Can I succeed? And unless you have surveys done that guarantee it, you take a risk, you don't know. So I jumped in, full-heartedly, and I told myself, what's the worst that's gonna happen? منجحش. what? I'm not going to have any physical harm. ما حدش هيبقى زعلان. زعلان. I would have been very disappointed. But for sure, I was confident at the time. بقول للناس I have no doubt. بس في مخي كنت بقول, I hope this works. I hope this works. And it did. And I was honored and so excited. And I thought to myself, this is a dream come true. So that's how I felt. The trepidation, excitement and nervousness to this whole big adventure, but the people of Brossard said they trusted me to do the job for 4 years, so I was very, very lucky.
I've been in Brossard for 8 years, and I met you 4 years ago. I know you exactly. Actually, I was so happy when I met you, and I saw in your eyes how much really you have self-confidence you were going to succeed. Oh, really? I swear.
Well, thank you, Noor, for saying that. Some people think they shouldn't do door-to-door. It's like, it's beneath them, when they're running for the mayorship. But for me, I said, if I'm going to do this, I want to have no regrets. So that's how I met you too. كنت باخد الكانديديتس اقول لهم let's go هنعمل انهي شارع النهارده وبعدين نروح نخبط على كل باب نسلم على الناس نقول لهم كنا عاوزين نعمل ايه لبروسار وعاوزين نجيب ايه والتغييرات اللي كنا عاوزين نعملها. So it allowed me honestly the privilege of meeting some amazing people. And I told myself just for that experience it was worth it. عارفة؟
Yeah, I know it's worth it actually. طيب كان شعور حضرتك ايه as a first Arabian and Egyptian woman to become the mayor, and either لما جت وزيرة الهجرة المصرية نبيلة مكرم كرمتك كنموذج مشرف للمرأة المصرية في كندا. ايه كان your feelings at this time?
I felt very honored. I was very proud. I think I remember she called me and I had goosebumps. Like I never thought I'd find myself talking to her. She's very impressive. She's a very, very, she's a part of pride for a lot of women in Egypt for the lengths that she has achieved, and it was truly an honor for me. وبعدين هي جت كندا. I think she had done a visit. ما لحقتش أشوفها. Until now بقول لها خسارة that we missed each other. هاجي أزورك في مصر. أما أروح مصر هشوف بعض. And I planned واشتريت تذاكر لكل العيلة وكنا مجهزين نقضي 1.5 شهر في مصر. وقلت لعيالي أخيرا هتشوفوا مصر وتعرفوا وتحبوها زي ما أنا بحبها وتفتكري حصل إيه.
Corona, of course. The craze. It's a bad craze.
أجلنا كل حاجة التذاكر ما فيش ما قدرناش ننزل وبعدين قلت لنبيلة خسارة we'll have to do it another time. I missed you when you came and now I can't go down. So hopefully one day هقدر أروح أزور بس مش الصيف ده هتبقى انتخابات ليا.
Yeah, of course. Inshallah you're gonna win again.
Thank you. صلولي.
That you will. Don't worry. You deserve it actually. طيب عاوزة أسألك على حاجة مهمة جدا. Since you became a mayor, how you are able to make a balance between your personal life with your family and your job, because your job it's not easy job. How you are able to make a balance?
That's it's a very good question. It really is, and it's one that sometimes I have to answer honestly to people. I'm gonna be ululi, should I go into politics myself? you have to really believe in what you're doing, because there are some sacrifices that you make when you go into a position like this one.
Yeah,
My
of course.
time is no longer my own. مش عارفة لو فاهمة قصدي. من وقت ما بحصل لغاية ما بنام
I know that.
I'm on call. And I'm on call for everybody. Not just citizens, but for needs of the administration if there's emergencies.
Yeah,
For members of
absolutely.
council if they need to speak with me. So it's a big responsibility in terms of accessibility. So I try to reserve moments that are my own.
Yeah.
And that's also my own, yani, even without family. I have to create that moment where I get to replenish my reserves. I'd say the only reason I was able to so far strike a balance is because my family understands the sacrifice and they feel involved enough that they're part of that. They're helping me balance it. It's not just because of me. It's because جوزي ماجد واقف جنبي ماسكني. فاهمة قصدي؟ أصل في أيام بتبقى مش سهلة. He's proud of me. He really is. And not many people would necessarily have that attitude. بس هو بيديلي بجد الإحساس ما أنا بنجح هو نجح. No.
Touch wood.
يعني we're a team. فاهمة قصدي؟ هو قال لي I don't need the visibility, I don't need the glory, I don't need any of that. He goes, but he's proud. بيعكسني بيقول أنا Mr. Assad يعني بدل ما هي تبقى Mrs. بشارة. فاهمة قصدي؟ It becomes a joke. But there's no ego between us. And he really, really helps me in a way that I really appreciate. مع العيال مذاكرة مش مع الأكل ولا التنظيف يعني some things he's no good at but I get the help I need. The parents, the in-laws, the community. I have citizens that bring me food once a month because they want to show me that they care and they want to thank me for my hard work, and it makes me feel like we're all part of a big family. So I take the help where I can get it. I try to balance my time and I try to reserve time for my kids. ليهم هم. So they know إن هم أهم حاجة عندي. But it's a challenge because sometimes I'll be doing homework with them and I have an emergency and I have to stop what I'm doing and then move forward. So before anybody embarks in this adventure, they need to understand that there are sacrifices to be made, and it's not just their decision, it's the decision that the family has to agree to. So if my kids had told me, Mom, we don't see you anymore, it might have weighed my decision differently. But they're older now. But then they're proud of me too. So really go for it,
Yeah, go forward. You have to.
Yeah,
it's a very good for you and for them either. They understand, they realize right now how much you sacrifice for them.
I hope they do. I think maybe they'll see it later. I have 3 teenagers in the house.
Don't worry.
فهي أحلى وأصعب وقت بيني وبينك. بحس إن I tell people I'm the smartest and I'm the dumbest person now in the family based on their age group. بيكلموني زي ما بكون مش فاهمة حاجات كتيرة.
No, they will going to realize that one day. Don't worry.
When they have kids, they'll know.
Yeah, of course. Everybody same like us. يعني وقت ما بيكون عند حضرتك meeting مين اللي بيطبخ؟ ده سؤال في البيت.
So what I do is باخد وقت يوم الأحد بعد الظهر بجهز كل حاجة للأسبوع. I pre-prepare the meals or I pre-cut the ingredients that I'll need. وبعدين I freeze it. وبعدين الصبح يوميها بطلع بجهز بسرعة وأحطه في الفرن and then I program it. فبتجهز لوحدها by the time it's needed. فاهمة قصدي؟
Yeah, but you are amazing mommy either. It's not just amazing mayor, but you are amazing mommy either. We're so proud of you.
Well, I try because I tell myself after all of this is said and done, people might remember what I did, people might not remember what I did, but if I don't build the relationships with those I love now, then that will be lost forever. And, I can't wait to take care of their kids. And I have to show them that they are more important and very, very important. And that's my way of doing it. And it's good for me too. But there was a moment for me to stop thinking about the daily grind and all the problems I have to solve. And it allows me to shut down from that and focus on other things.
طيب ايه الحاجات اللي الناس ما تعرفهاش عن دورين؟ ايه اكتر activity you're so interested about it؟ يعني بتحبي تعملي what kind of a sport؟
I don't know what would surprise your viewers بجد يعني. You seemed surprised that أنا اتولدت هنا. So, I mean, that's something not a lot of people knew. They thought إن أنا هجرت من مصر. That's not the case. I love puzzles, Sudoku and things like that. I love to knit. I actually sew to unwind,
Yeah.
you know, and I tried yoga, ما نفعتش. But I'm a big reader. I love reading novels, you know, so
It's very nice.
it's I don't know if it's a big surprise or not, but I'm not really big
No, but
into
it's
physical
very nice to
activities.
know
I don't
that
go
about you.
skiing or anything.
No, it's very nice to know that about you. Actually, me, I never know that what kind of sport you love, but it's very nice to let us know, me and the viewers, to know exactly about you.
But I believe in proper health. So I mean, I watch what I eat, but I'm not very physically active. I should be. I'm gonna try to. I think it's gonna be something I'm gonna try to integrate in my daily life. النقطة اللي أنا بعملها بقول لهم لا أنا المجهود اللي بعملها بالريموت كنترول. أما ببقى نايمة بتفرج على التلفزيون. قرايب كانوا بالريموت.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Okay, we will go right now, Doreen, to talk about your city, Brossard. I've been in Brossard for 8 years actually. وبروسار بتتميز إنها من أجمل الأماكن في ريف سود. Especially since you became the mayor. يعني مفيش تكسيرات في الشوارع، الباركس كتيرة قوي للأطفال، فيها ألعاب وأكتيفيتي كتير جدا. يعني بتتميز بالشوارع جميلة حتى في Christmas time all the time. يعني في lights everywhere. Actually, you did an amazing job. Can you tell us?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, بجد.
Well,
يعني
I think I did a great job, but in the end, you didn't stay in Brossard. You moved.
No, yeah, I
have to try to convince you to move back.
I have to back again. No, but if we're going to make comparing يعني مع المناطق الأخرى في يعني تكسيرات الشوارع رهيبة. الناس بتشتكي من إن عربياتها بتبوظ بسبب التكسيرات، لكن في بروسار تتميز مميزة.
We're very lucky, Noor. We're a privileged city in terms of where we are located geographically, and that's always been one of the elements of success that Brossard has had. يعني احنا close to downtown without living all the inconveniences of being downtown. ناس بيقولوا بس الشامبلين بريدج، وبقول لهم الشامبلين بريدج دي ولا حاجة 5 دقايق. And then you find yourself in the city core. It is so simple. When they talk to me about the metropolitan ومش عارفة ايه والويست ايلاند بقول لهم لا 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 لا. أما تيجوا بروسار هتشوفوا. You're close to everything. You're even close to the United States if you want to take the 15 to go, across the border. You're close to everything when you're in Brossard. And I think that was one of the elements that has made Brossard the success that it is and allowed it to grow. Because Brossard is not actually an old city. We're about 62 years old that the actual city got founded. The land has always been there, but the limits of Brossard, some people don't realize that. So the age of our city is very close to the age of the existence of the Champlain Bridge.
Okay.
And it went from a very small city, I think, over the course of time, and it grew in population. When I was elected mayor, it was about 88,000 in population, and now we're getting close to 92,000. So in the span of 3 years, that's quite a bit of growth.
Yeah.
And we are going to hit 100,000 soon.
But you make an amazing change.
We're very lucky, and I can't take credit for that. That was proper decisions made by prior councils that have led to the seizing occasions for success, and I think that we feel the repercussions of that. Where maybe my administration made the big difference is we've tried to put more emphasis on the quality of life of the citizens in order to, yes, grow and expand based on many factors that make us successful, but all in keeping in mind what people need to live a quality life here in Brossard. I'm going to give you an example. We have the discount here. We're well known for the discount, but that's not the only thing that makes Brossard what it is.
Yeah.
And so we're investing money in agricultural land and in our parks to be able to demonstrate that, if you want the lifestyle of shopping and going to movies and all of these things, طبعاً before COVID, that ability existed, that is there because of the discount. But we have many other facilities and installations that allow many visitors to come and spend time here in Brossard.
Yeah.
That has helped us, honestly, maintain a low taxation rate for the citizens.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure, Noor, you saw it yourself. And I say it to everybody. The value of the homes is very high. That may be true, but when people come to invest here in Brossard, they really get their money's worth over time because the value increases very quickly. But the services always are top notch at the lowest cost. And that's because it's not just residential here. And then residential or commercial.
Commercial, yeah.
Well, commercial it brings a very good balance for us in terms of how we make use of the injection of funds that come into the city. So we invested millions in parks everywhere in the city, and we try to do it in such a way that we don't let it be just politically motivated, but more in terms of criteria. So I think that's what my administration is most known for. We try to depoliticize as much as possible the decisions that we make and give ourselves what we call the plan directeur. I don't know how to say it in English. I'm sorry.
I got it. I understand what you mean exactly.
Now, but we try to put guidelines to say, based on the age, based on the volume of use, based on the volume of people, then, this is the next park to be re-seen. This is the next park. And at the same time, we tried to attach them also. They had themes where people could explore. Instead of always feeling that they're isolated in their own area, we wanted people to feel that the whole city was their city. So if they want a marine theme, they would go there. If they want another type of theme, they would go there. But it's not just parks. Arfa Noor, I could speak to you for hours about Brossard.
The
investments that we make, the big projects, the aquatic center, the skate park. عطينا فلوس كتيرة في infrastructures that allow people to enjoy their life in Brossard without having to go outside of the city limits and find everything that they need. لازم تيجي تزوريها لازم.
لا أنا أصلاً يعني so close يعني. يعني I've been there for 8 years. I would like actually to come back again because in Brossard it's totally different actually.
Actually, my invitation is to all people viewing. لو نفسكم تيجوا بروسار وعاوزين for me to convince you a bit, اتصلوا بيا ابعتوا لي ماسنجر قولوا لي دورين عاوزين نعرف ليه لازم نيجي بروسار وانا I will sell you on it. Come.
They have to actually. طيب مدام دورين، في مساعدات السيتي بتقدمها للناس أصحاب السمول بزنس especially during the pandemic they affected too much. هل في أي مساعدات السيتي بتقدمها ليهم؟
It's an excellent question because احنا شفنا how COVID played a role in causing difficult times for small businesses, not just Brossard, but across the province, across the country, actually. And we had to ask ourselves, what is our role as a city to give a hand to small business owners? What people don't know is that a municipality in Quebec has a little less delegated power from the provincial government than other municipalities across Canada.
Okay.
And in the United States, almost all of North America, municipalities have a bigger mandate than the ones that we have here. They have healthcare, education, they have many things under their competency, where here it's really just municipal services. And even then, the city can choose to invest a certain way to help small business, but it's really more of an agglomeration competency here in Brossard. So it's the agglomeration of Longueuil that has the programs to give, for example, low interest loans through an organization called DEL, Développement Économique Longueuil. So we contribute to the existence of these organizations, and these organizations are the ones that then allow small business owners to come and say, hey, take a low interest loan the time that you need to pass through this difficult hurdle, and then hopefully when the market reemerges and everybody gets back to work, you'll be able to pay it off. So what we did is we took a step back and we said, okay, well, it's not necessarily, we can't necessarily use municipal tax, money, funds for a mission that's not our own, but we can still bring up success stories or highlight small business owners that live here and invest here, work here to sell products here. So we got into this huge campaign of let's buy local. So we did a campaign called Trouver à Brossard. And if I translate that, it's like found in Brossard. So we had a hashtag, we created a database of all the small businesses in our area, put it on the website of the city عشان الناس يشوفوا بتدوروا على ايه، روحوا على الويب سايت بتاع بروسار وهتلاقوا كل المعلومات بتاعت الشركات الموجودة عندنا. وبعدين بنقول لهم يعني عشان الناس يجي لهم احساس اوف برايد، يعني اما تشتري من يعني من بروسار قولوا حطوا الهاشتاج بينوا. وبعدين ابتدينا نعمل ads كمان في النيوز بيبرز عشانهم. Is it enough? I don't know. I hope we can continue to think out of the box of more creative ways to help. But this is how we chose to do it for the time being, to say we're going to do what we can to promote local services and products on our territory, so that when things start to reopen, you know, people create those good habits of not wanting to go far for what they need. Don't order from Amazon, buy local, and encourage the small businesses that are close to you. And I hope it works. Yeah. No, I hear positive things. I see positive things, but we're still not out of the difficult time as it relates to COVID.
I know it's not easy for us right
now. مش سهل خالص يعني.
Yeah, I got it. طيب بالنسبة للأكتيفيتي، هل السيتي هتفتح دور الأكتيفيتي للأطفال للتينيجر في الصيف ده، طبعا مع الاحتياطات المتخذة الصحية بسبب البانديميك، ولا مش هيكون برضه في أكتيفيتي ليهم؟ For this year, you think?
It's yes and no. يعني في فرنساوي بقول نوي. فاكرة أما كنا في العربية مع مامتي وبابايا، وبعدين بابايا كان بيقول لمامتي يمين ولا شمال، يمين، كنت بتقول له شمين. Like, leave me be, I don't know.
Not sure yet.
We have had to cancel so many things. So a lot of the activities where we had groups of people that came together for like our festivals. We did the fests, we did the multicultural festival, big event in Brossard, well known. For over 10 years we've been doing this festival. We had to cancel it. And so a lot of things we've had to cancel, in which we were partnering with other organizations, because we can't create a situation where people are, well, right now we can't be more than 8 people in a park, let's say. So we tried to find other ways to create activities like this winter. Instead of doing our winter festival, we did a winter parade. So الناس could watch as the float would pass by. بدل ما تفهم قصدي. So we're trying to think out of the box. I think the big question will be for us moving forward is, will we continue with the summer camps? I believe so.
Because a lot of people there are working.
They're working and it's hard. يعني المدارس مفتوحة, right? The primary schools مفتوحة. So we're hiring students actually. So if students are interested in having a summer job with the city of Brossard, I don't know if they're all filled or not, but always go check and apply if you're interested. I think what we might not do this summer though is the specialized camps. It's the special activities. We used to invest a little bit more to have, chess camp and specific types of non-normal type camp activities, and that I think we're going to have to cancel. But regular camp under specific restrictions based on the guidelines that the government gives us, I think we'll probably move forward. بس we adjust. عارفة يوم باليوم بنشوف الحكومة بتقول لنا إيه وبعدين إحنا بنقول okay.
It's not your only decision, I know it's so hard.
Exactly, it's not really up to us to decide. So we adjust like everybody else to the ongoing changes that the provincial government tells us to do. Exactly.
Yeah, I wish everything would be okay as soon as possible.
Me too, and I'm very optimistic.
Yeah, I see that always in your face actually. For that they calling you صاحبة الابتسامة الرائعة.
بجد? Oh my gosh.
You never hear about that?
I didn't know. No, I didn't realize.
All the Egyptian community, they say that about you.
It's nice. That's very
really
sweet.
We love your smile and we wish to see you all the time smiling, Madame Doreen. طيب ايه هي نصيحتك للمهاجرين لكندا من ابناء الجالية العربية والمصرية؟
That's a very good question as well. طبعا I'm basing myself on what I saw as difficulties that my parents went through, and and what I see also as mayor, working with organizations that help new immigrants reintegrate into society. I'm also president of an organization called Espace Muni. It's a nonprofit organization that helps municipalities within their mandate as it relates to being more inclusive and creating an environment that helps those that cannot speak for themselves, you know. So one of the things that I would say to new immigrants coming into the country, especially the province of Quebec, is to allow themselves the chance, forgive themselves the chance if they're not adjusting very quickly عشان هي تغيير كبيرة قوي. بلد جديد, province جديد, لغة جديدة, different customs, different things, بس كل واحد عنده يعني they have a lot of privileges here. بس مش سهل.
It's not easy.
So there might be a little bit of prejudice that needs to be overcome, but by doing your maximum effort to integrate well and to benefit from the maximum that society has to offer you here, then the more you will find your place in it to be able to contribute and find work and be happy without losing what makes you proud to be an Egyptian. مش عارفة لو فاهمة قصدي.
I got it. I
يعني
understand, of course.
في ناس مش قادرين يغيروا المايند سيت بالفرق بس في مصر كانت احسن كده وهنا مش كويس كده. If you open yourself to see what's good here and to adjust slowly over time,
you will become happy.
Then you become happy بالظبط. And that's what leads to other opportunities. بس لو في that initial resistance في الأول and despair عشان ما يجالش على طول اللي الواحد عاوزه, then that's tough. Everything in this world is about the networking. So you have to get to know your neighbors. You have to get to know the people within your community. You have to be able to volunteer your time, make friends, build a network. These are the things that allow you to find your place more quickly and to jump on occasions for job opportunities that you wouldn't have found normally. مش عارفة it's clear يعني اللي أنا بقول.
Yeah, it's so clear actually. And I was going to tell you a secret, a small secret. Since I met you 4 years ago, and actually you gave me a motivation when I saw into your eyes, the succeed, you know. خليتيني فعلا to believe in myself more. شوفي أنا قابلتك just 2 times. But بعدها دخلت في Liberal Party, became like volunteer. I've been 2 years now. You make me start to follow to achieve my goal, and here am I today.
I'm so happy.
Really,
ما تعرفيش فرحتيني قد إيه إن أنا أسمع كده. Because we need to encourage one another. ودي حاجة يعني I found was a challenge وماتش بابايا كانوا بيقولوها لي كمان. We want to help each other, but sometimes it's not necessarily in our nature to. But we have to do it.
Yeah,
we really do. When our brothers and sisters succeed, we succeed.
Yeah, of course.
فبدل ما نشوفها as كانت مفروض تبقى أنا, we have to realize no. كل مرة واحد يعني someone does well, it's almost a testimony to how good we can all be. So I'm proud of you يعني برافو عليكي نور. You're doing a great job.
Push each other forward بجد يعني.
Yes, exactly.
بندي الموتيفيشن لبعض. We need that here, especially here in Canada. احنا كلنا immigration بس محتاجين to support each other.
Exactly. It's so true, honestly. And even if it's not بالهجرة, sometimes, I need advice. I need to be able to know I can lean on people. No one, there's an expression, I don't know who it comes from, but it's a good one, and I believe it. It's that alone we do go faster, but together we go further. And I think that's very apt to what people need to do in order to build community and succeed within that community and outside of it as well.
وفي نهاية حلقتنا, I'm so happy to having you with us today again. Really, thank you. I wish to be able with us in the studio, but we يعني إن شاء الله هيكون لنا لقاء آخر. وتقدري تيجي عندنا هنا.
It would be my pleasure.
I would like to thank you again, and I wish you the good luck, Madame Doreen, all the success for you. وشكرا لمشاهدينا الأعزاء، وأشوفكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامجكم الحياة مواقف.